Upholding is like a carrying. So if you check the root meaning of upholding and cross-check it with other words that have the same root meaning, you will capture some in English word that calls it to bear. Say after me, to bear. If you check it in others, it will also call it to bring forth, like a capacity to carry something from beginning to end. Are you getting what I'm saying? Not to start something and you can't finish it. God never starts what he cannot finish. He is Alpha, what? Omega. The beginning and what? It means if he starts something, he can't start what he can't finish. That is what is called upholding. It is a major part of orderliness. That God cannot start something, then when you are now inside the middle of it, you tell, my brother, fuel has finished. I don't have any idea anymore. The way Nigeria is going, you say, Lord, what of my family? God will tell you, I don't have any idea, my son. Whatever you know you can do, be doing. It means that the person has lost order. Once you are obsessed with God's blessing in your life, God is obsessed with order. Because without order, none of his purposes can come to pass. You see, the capacity to predetermine. I'm not saying all-knowingness. Are you getting the point? Predetermination is not necessarily capacity to know all things. Predetermination is that you have to integrate probability in predetermination, because in the context of predetermination, it has gone beyond the person. Okay, if it is all knowingness, it means that it is all about me. But when I send 5 people on assignment, there is a possibility of having different results. That is called probability. So for us to predetermine the total outcome of that expedition, we have to predetermine by some certain things that we can calculate. The capacity to predetermine is very powerful, and only God have that capacity. It is the capacity to predetermine that you should consider. That's what God weaved and gave to you and called it a destiny. So the predetermined possible outcomes is what God weaved into your life. So if you follow this path, God knows how to follow with you. If you follow here, even if it's mistake, then I say, okay. How many of you has used Google Maps? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I strike this thing so you can grab it in your hand. If you use Google Map and you are going to roundabout and you are coming from St. Mary's, first thing Google Map will do for you is to show you the easiest way to get to where. Are you seeing it now? Well, let's assume it showed you from St. Mary's down from this road now, through the main market, down this one, and instead of following it, you turn and follow this Okigwe road. If you follow Okigwe road, will it say is the end? It will reroute instantly. That is capacity in predetermination. It will instantly reroute itself and say, how do we rescue this thing within the chambers of what we predetermine and put into your destiny? There is an alternative. It is when the possibilities, the alternatives to get to an end has been exhausted or looks unlikely, that God begins to look for another person to use to achieve the same thing. Or when time is running out. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because somebody can be getting to roundabout and we need somebody to appear there in 20 minutes. Of course, from here down there, you can get there in 10 minutes depending on the traffic. Are you getting the point? Instead of the person to get to roundabout straight from this road, he now went to Oba. I hope you know as you are going to Oba, it will not, God will still be telling you, at the next junction, turn. At the next junction, turn. That's what the Holy Ghost have told people for years. They refuse to turn. Then 35 years later, 20 years, 3 years later, when they are now at Oba Junction, maybe you now had accident at Oba Junction, nothing happened to you, but the car damaged. They now called, who is the next person? They now said, let's take you back. The reason is God said, I must use you. And I pray for that mercy for you. Instead of God not to use you, sometimes you lose some things so that you now enter back. There are some bad things, if it did not happen, you will not be here with your husband. All of them work together. That might not be the best, but it is also used. Are you getting the point? They reroute you immediately. But by the time you are coming from Oba, the one that has a project asks himself, if we allow Prophet to be coming from Oba to meet us at roundabout, it will be more than 30 minutes. And we need this thing to be done what? In 10 minutes. So we look for another person. Who is the next person? They say, hey, that Kayanos is at Ibeto Junction. So tell him to jump in and start coming. They jump in, brought a vehicle for you and say, use this vehicle and go. He say, you can jump. So you now enter jogging. Before he can jog to round about 15 minutes. So when he decided to abandon the God-ordained transport system that can carry him there, they start looking for another person immediately, because they know that you will not get it there in 15 minutes. They start asking, where is the person? They said that Kayanos is the nearest person, that the next near person is at Nkwa Market. They now come and say, Chika, where can you get it done? But you are far. But they calculate, they say, if you are fast, you can make it in 9 minutes 35 seconds. But it's hard. They will be pushing Kayano, say, boss will stop, enter. He said, no, I will jog. If this thing will stop, or Kada, enter, I will jog. And a bicycle, enter. But he said, no, this is the way I can't change. Suddenly, Chika came out and said, Lord, but I'm not qualified. I don't know I can't do all this. What is this? He said, there is an aircraft for you. Oh, the guy, I'm telling you, pre-routing and predetermination. For you to uphold all things, you need to have the capacity to predetermine all the possible terms, detours. So if somebody make mistake, if you don't know how to redeem his mistake and put him back on the line, you don't have capacity to uphold, because people will make mistake. Suddenly the guy say, before. So you now jump on the aircraft and they are doing like this, doing as if they will fall. Everybody shout, hey, and before you know, whoa, he landed 9 minutes. And with all the people that began to move, a man that came in 9 minutes that doesn't know anything finally made it. It is not of him that willeth, of him that runneth.